Hello everyone, it's Della DuLac. Today I'm going to share with you just a few alternate samples that I did with the January 2026 kit. Beautiful box, love the flowers. Okay, so this kit is intended to be Valentine's Day. I do a bit more birthdays and things like that, so we're going to switch them up a little bit. So here are the fun little cards. So if you're going to do the cards as they are, it has a great little diagrams to follow. And this is the stamp set that comes in this kit. And you get a Poppy Parade ink spot. So here are the envelopes. Love it when they do the prints on the outside. Kind of a cute little plaid print. And then here are the die cuts. Little die cut pieces. I've cut that one in half. And then here's some flowers and tags and a few other little layers. Here are the card bases. This one is a little bit smaller, so we're going to cut that one instead. And we actually cut this one too. So we've got a bubble bath, and this one is kind of has a little pink, it's pink with a little white, it's kind of hard to tell in this light, a little white plaid on top of that. Okay, so here are my cards. Let's get rid of the box. Okay, so for this one here, this one right here, you can kind of see a little bit better here. So you've got a lot of layers. You have a lot of layers on all of the cards, but we're going to cut these apart and use a few of those extra layers to make more cards with. So this one here, I've taken the little plaid card base and I've cut that. So when I cut those, I end up with that little score line right here. So I will cut them. So I cut it like this. So I cut this one first, and I've got a 4-inch piece and another 4-inch piece, and then I end up with these little strips on the end that I'll put on the inside of cards. And then sometimes I will cut those down even more to a 2-inch strip, which is what I did right here. So I've got more of these to use with the extra pieces of my cards. So this one here is fairly similar to the design. Actually, maybe not. Just the flower, actually, and then I have a different background, and then I use the little strip on the inside, and I just did that on a white card, and then added, again, it's kind of hard to tell in this light, but I did Wink Stella all over the rose. Very cute. This one here, so the same card base you're supposed to have. Where are all of my pieces here? Here we go. So I've taken this piece here that they have behind the rose on this one and paired it up with the flowers from this one and put those together. And then half of this card here. So on this card, you're supposed to put it on the smaller card base. So you can see here, this is a standard card base, and then this one's just a little bit smaller. So you're supposed to put this on here, and you'll see that it's a little bit smaller. I didn't really like that, so I cut them, and I just used these as the inside white piece, so you can write on it. And then took one of the little, kind of little postage stamp things to put on the inside of the card. And then I just used some old tags from other kits. Hold on to all your extra tags, because you usually have extra ones in your kit in case you mess up or something. So keep all your extra little tags in a little box or basket or something, and then you can use all the rest of them on your future card kits. Okay, I'm getting a mess here. Let's kind of pull some of those back. Okay, so that's this one, and then I paired that up on some Mossy Meadow. So on the back of your little diagram here, it will tell you some of the colors that they've used in the kit. So we've got Blueberry Bushel, Bubble Bath, Darling Duckling, Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, and Poppy Parade, and the gold foiling. So I've got this on a Mossy Meadow. Very cute, I like that. And I liked the half, using that half card piece, and I did the other half on this one. So with this one here, they've used all of those little postage stamp tags here. So I've got this one. So they did all of these on one card. I pulled out 4 of those. These 2 I've popped up, and the little tag in the middle. Kind of like that little layout here, and a little strip of that on the inside. And then I put that on the bubble bath. And this one here is this card here. So they have all of these little extra little flowers popped up right over the print. Well, it seemed a little redundant to me, so I just did one as a pop-up and left these so you can see them, and added a little wink of Stella to the center of my flowers and made it a thank you. And then again with another little postage stamp thing on the inside. And then this one here, I've used this one. So I used my little cut piece that I've trimmed off. I put it on the bubble bath, or I mean, it is the bubble bath. I put it on the garden green card base with a couple of the extra flowers from this card. And then grab, some old leaf punches that you have, and I used that as a tag instead of what they have here. So just a few quick little alternate cards for you today. Not too many. I hope you like those and hope that it inspires you. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and click that bell button so you don't miss a video. Have a great day.